Courtney Manis is one of more than 10,000 attorneys in the U.S. specializing in immigration law.
Do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Only the truth?
Yes.
There are so many small little rules and regulations and nuances.
Do you have your card, your green card?
Yes.
Do you have a passport?
Yes.
There's so much. It's like this massive body of law. And that's why a lot of immigration practitioners become very specialized. Like some will only deal with deportation cases, some will only deal with employment-based immigration, some will only deal with family-based immigration. This was only a citizenship case for a concentration camp survivor who testified in The Hague. All the visa types. There's an A visa, a B visa, an S visa, a T visa, a U visa, and there's visas in between. Can an H-4, which is a dependent of an H-1B, work? Or are they not permitted to work? It's very complex. Some people say it's as complex, if not more, than tax law. It's not easy to come to the United States legally. In fact, it's incredibly difficult to come here legally. Hey, come in. This individual came to the United States in 2003 because the family had experienced real persecution in Albania.
After September 11th, the entire immigration system was put under the newly created Department of Homeland Security. Extensive criminal and background checks are conducted on immigrants, refugees, and asylum seekers. Many go routinely, others run into long delays and legal complexities.
He would have been granted asylum a long time ago had he had a different immigration judge.
It's been almost 8 years now. I think every day, one day they might send me back. One day they might send me back.
You have a strong case, but nothing is ever a guarantee in immigration. Judges and immigration officers, they have so much discretion. And when they say no, in many cases, no means no.
Thank you for calling the National Visa Center. For English, please press 1. For Spanish...
So I can be confident about that today, that this is not slipping through the cracks.
Did you hear anything about my parents?
They said that your father's case, his immigrant visa application, is under what's called administrative review.
Parents, spouses, and children of U.S. citizens go to the front of the immigration line and can get in about a year.
Have that letter before an interview is scheduled?
But problems, mistakes, and security checks can bring delays.
For all of these months, I was under the impression that the case was in line to an interview. Is it an administrative review because the file's placed in a closet somewhere and they just don't have time to get to it? Or is there some legitimate reason?
You call, you leave a message, nobody ever calls you back.
I'm really frustrated because I don't know why it's an administrative review. It would be very easy for her parents to come here on a visitor's visa, on a B1 visa, to visit the kids and just stay here. You know, but they chose to do it legally. They chose to do it the right way. And in some ways, they're actually being punished for that. And I hate to say it, but sometimes these circumstances could encourage people to come to the U.S. illegally. Can I be assured then that this case is in queue to be scheduled? So are we looking at months or years?
The statute is an incoherent mess, and everybody...
Edward Alden analyzes immigration issues for the Council on Foreign Relations.
Most of what's happened in the last 20 years has essentially been tougher enforcement measures grafted on to that mess of an underlying law.